Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to SuttyTrades, where we are always moving forward. That's the plan, and so far we are moving forward. So I just want to do a quick little update for you guys on where we are with the strategy, the testing, the live accounts, the prop farming, and then also talking about the prop farming. I am going to talk a little bit more about the prop farming, or go into a little bit more detail about it, because I did have a question on the last video where someone was asking, a little bit more about it. They didn't quite understand how it works. They're interested, but they don't quite understand it. So I'll give a little bit more info about that. But to be honest, I don't think I will do it again. So this is the only video that I will really be going into any more detail about the prop farming, because I don't really want too many people to be doing it, because I think the more people that do it, the more it might highlight this as a way of getting funded, and maybe this affects how they change their rules. Maybe they don't like it, I don't know, but they already are quite strict with the EAs and stuff, so it is difficult enough. So from that point of view, I don't really want to be pushing this too much. Even if I have an affiliate to them, I don't know, I feel like I would rather just keep the numbers that are the same. But at the end of the day, I still want to bring it to you guys. I don't have a huge following, so if a few of you guys are interested in it, I would say sign up now, do it, because who knows how long it will last. For these guys always jump onto things that are working, and this is working. So anyway, that being said, where are we currently? So if you guys remember, I was testing my strategy, which was like the hedging strategy, and then I kind of pulled it into my other strategy and merged them. So we called it my hover strategy, the best of both. That is still going really well. Both versions are okay. The hedging on its own works very well. The best of both works very well. The EA on its own, questionable. That's why I am using the hedging strategy to pick up where the other one drops a little bit. So if you guys remember from the last video, I was stuck in those two positions, or those two trades, the whole of December. I eventually got out on Friday with the NFP, nice move, which actually kind of moved perfectly and got me out of those trades. And I've been playing it the whole week, so I've been taking some profits throughout the week. And I think when I started these two positions, or these two trades, I think we were somewhere around the 8.5 grand, maybe. It might have been less than that. Something tells me it might have been around 7, 9. But even if it was 8.5, we are now, after we closed out on Friday, we are sitting at 9,816. So just shy of our 10k mark, which is really good. What's that, 2 months, considering one of the months has pretty much been a no trade month. We've just been stuck in trades the whole month. December, not really a good trading month, but pretty good. What is that? We've almost doubled our account in 2 months. I'd say 1 month trading, to be honest. So very happy with that so far. I also set up a little $150 account, which live account, which I was trading the same thing. That I am currently sitting on $172, so $22 on that, which on a 150k account, I mean $150 account is not bad. So that's where I am with this, guys. I am looking at actually firing up my 2.7. So if I go to my Pepperstone over here, I'd have to check on that, to be honest, but there is a live account with $2,700, and I'm looking at starting that up again. But I'm just going to keep trading this demo. I want to see if I can get it, how quickly I can get it to about 15 grand, and then I'll feel pretty confident moving forward. So what I've just done, I've just entered this position over here. As you can see, so all I'm using on this is this WHQ indicator, which if you go to the settings, what that essentially means is whole, half, and quarter numbers, and I'm only using the whole and the half. Purple and green, the purple is the whole numbers, so it basically just marks your next whole number, and that's kind of where I'm looking at. I'm just using those as, strong points. If you look at this whole number here, we hit there, came back, broke through, came back, so they act as fairly strong support resistance, without ever having to go in and draw them all up. So I use that for this. It works pretty well. We had that push through, we broke through, we came back, and then we've broken up again. This was on a half. I generally only like going on the fulls, but I was sitting in front of here and I was like, let's just take that trade. So if this pushes up to this one, I might just close that or wait till it goes higher. We'll see. I might just close it there because, you know, I'd rather let's see what price does around there. So we're about $63, not too bad. And it was a much smaller lot size. I was only taking 0.2 on that, just because you know, because it was on a half rather than the whole number. So yeah, that's kind of where I am in terms of the strategy. The strategy is going well. I'm very happy with it. It's working really well. And once I start trading the live account, I might jump on, you know, do the odd live trades with that. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. But very happy with that. And I think the live account, I'll actually jump onto TradingView, because then I can actually do the hover strategy, the best of both, where I'm trading my EA until I get into trouble. Because I think I'm actually able to get a little bit more out of the market that way, constantly trading. So I'm going to leave that to go. What else is there? Okay, so moving to the prop firms before I go into the info about or explaining the prop firm a little bit more. My prop firm it's very interesting actually. Let me go to this. Okay, so this is the funded account, which we have already taken cash in our pockets from this. This has already paid off everything I've put into it, so this account has given me back. But I'm now pushing a little bit more aggressively. So I'm going on this one. I have put the top strategy on the leaderboard on the 2.5%. So I'm looking for 2.5% on this, and I'm just going to let this run. The back test over the last 2 years, the 2.5% post-funded variation of this set file has never actually lost an account. So 100% of the time it is getting to that 2.5% profit. Sometimes it'll get it once in a month. Sometimes it'll take maybe a month and a half, 2 months to reach that. Other times it's hitting it twice in a month. So, you know, you just got to be patient, let it play out. And I'm going to show you a calendar based on this set file and different ways to play it, but this is to do with me explaining the prop firm. So stick around to see that, and it's very interesting if you just let this play out how powerful it can be. So I have this funded account. We're sitting at just shy of 98, so only 2k under. I'm not too worried about that. We also then have just kicked off a brand new 100k challenge, also on, so this is on the so this is actually on the top funded account. This one is actually on, I mean the top set file. This one is actually on, sorry, I don't want to open that, let me go back. Funded one is actually on another set file which has very similar results, but it's the only one I can use on MT4. All the other set files for some reason can only be used on MT5. I think it's because they use the M2 time frame, which you can't use on MT4. So for this one, I've actually put it on another set file which is very similar and has similar results, but looking for the 2.5. So we're going to let these play out. On my other server, I have the funded 10k that I also have, kicking that off. This I am looking for 5%, so I'm looking for $500 on this, see how that goes. And then I have also now got my forex funds, the ones I've recently started, the 10k. This is phase 2, so looking for 5%, and I have got the same set file, obviously looking for 5%. So 4 different accounts running at the same time now, so it's pretty intense. It's all go. So yeah, that's where I am prop farming. So now I want to go back to the question I had about the prop farming and explaining a little bit more about what exactly prop farming is. So I did a little whiteboard. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I just want to give a brief kind of idea of what it is, and, you know, just help this person understand exactly what it is they are interested, and, you know, hopefully this can help them make the decision whether they jump in or not, because it's not cheap. The prop farming thing is not cheap, and they've just increased it now, but I'll go over that. So what is prop farming? Prop farming is a term created by the company Blue Edge Financial. Blue Edge Financial is, let me just find them, these guys. They have a whole different, you know, a huge amount of different products and tools that you can use. They have Titan X, which is the EA used for the prop farming. They have this bank secret indicator, which is another one where you're doing manual trading. They have Trade Manager. They have trading simulator. They have done for you 100k accounts. You've got the prop farming blueprint. This is what we're talking about. But when you buy into this prop farming blueprint, you actually get access to pretty much everything apart from the done for you and the private mentorship. But you get access to everything, and including 5 licenses to their EA. Okay, so if we go back, that is who Blue Edge Financial is. They're the ones who created this whole concept. They have created a bot that has a high probability of passing prop firms. So initially they just set up this bot, and the whole goal was to see, can they pass these prop firms without actually having to place manual trades, because the whole manual side of it, the prop farming, it's difficult, and psychology comes into it for the most part. And I know for me, when I was doing it manually, the biggest thing that made me fail these challenges was psychology. It was tough, and it's very difficult, and it hurts, man, when you fail. So that was the concept. They have created a bot that has a high probability of passing prop firm challenges called TitanX. When you sign up for this service, you get 5 licenses for this bot, which means essentially you can have 5 challenges or 5 funded accounts at the same time. So if you sign up for their normal subscription, you get access to everything. You get access to one TitanX, but that TitanX is the EA with all the settings, but there's no setup. It's not ready to trade. You can play with that and do whatever you want. And within the group, you can ask people what they're using, what's working. So as a community, you can find out what's working, what's not working, and a lot of people are using that on their live accounts. But that doesn't give you any of the blueprint and how to actually become successful with prop firms. You would have to buy into the prop farming. So if I go back, where is it? This one. You would have to actually buy into this one, the prop farming blueprint. Then this gives you everything you need to do the prop farming to be successful. You get 5 TitanX licenses, like it says there. And this is the important thing. What you don't get on the other one, you get the set files, right? And they've gone further now. They actually have a community leaderboard where us as the community can put in whatever settings we want. We can chop and change to whatever we want. If we come up with a set file that is getting incredible results, we put that onto the leaderboard. And this leaderboard, there's incentive, because the top 5 people on the leaderboard every month actually get paid. So it's a great way to just get the best set file for the current market conditions, because market conditions are always changing, and this gives us the best current set file for the current market conditions. So from that point of view, it's amazing. Then you have the mastermind. You have people that'll help you through everything. So this just shows you with how much success they've had. Mine might be in there somewhere. You never know. Actually, let's look for mine. I was True Forex Fun. So let's see. Did I actually... Have I made this? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Maybe I'm not sure. Dang it. I wish I was. But I've actually seen a lot of these come through myself, so I know they are legit. No, I don't see me. Boo. Boo. Would have been cool if mine was there. Anyway, never mind. Alright, so let me go back to the whiteboard. Okay, so that's basically it. They have created this. So with prop farming, essentially there is 2 entities, right? There is the Blue Edge Financial. There's the guys that offer the bot, TitanX. Now they have an annual subscription fee for those 5 licenses and all the set files that you can dream to use, and that's $3,000 a year, provided you are using an affiliate link. They've just now increased that to $5,000 if you don't have an affiliate link. So you actually end up getting a very big cut if you do it through an affiliate link. So they've made it, because before there was no point to use the affiliate, and I am an affiliate to them, but I've never had to sign up through that. Not that that's what I'm pushing for, but it now makes sense to use an affiliate link because they've actually increased the price, because I think they actually are trying to get less people into this, just because, you know, that if too many people could ruin the whole thing for everyone. So they're kind of trying to pull back a little bit, so they put up their price. But with an affiliate link, you are paying $3,000 for the year to get access to all of that. The second entity is the prop firm, obviously, which is up to you to sign up to any prop firm. You've got to do your research, make sure that you find a prop firm like your FTMOs, the True Forex Funds. So let me just show you, I've got a few here up. We've got True Forex Funds, which is one that I'm using, and I currently have one live with them. They've paid out. Really like them. They're my favorites. My Forex Funds, another good one. Currently taking a 10K with these guys. Like them. The Funding Trader is another one that I've looked at and I'm interested in. Might sign up with them soon as well. And then obviously we've got FTMO, right? FTMO, everyone knows FTMO. And they all run a very similar structure. They have two phases. Phase 1, you need to make 10 or 8% within 30 days. If you do that successfully without going against any of their rules, so for example, you can't go below 5% drawdown in a day, and you can't go below 10% drawdown in a month, or total at all. They all run similar. They all have slight variations, you know, because they're all trying to better themselves, be better than the next one. So they all have slight variations. Like FTMO, you're looking for 10%. My Forex Funds, True Forex Funds, and a lot of the others are now 8%. You only have to hit that 8% target. Phase 2 is then 5% is your target, and then if you pass both of those, you then get a funded account, and then you can choose how you play that. There's no longer, you don't have to make any set amount. You can make 1% in 2 months if you want. That's fine. They'll then pay you 80% of whatever you make, right? So the whole idea with this is to understand what your initial investment in is, and then I want to explain how you will get that investment back and then actually make money. So your initial investment is the annual subscription for Blue Edge, which gives you access to the expert advisor, TitanX, 5 licenses. That's $3,000 through the affiliate link, $5,000 if you're not using the affiliate, and then you've got your up to 5 prop firm challenges. Why I say 5 is because in the blueprint they say take 5 challenges, and basically provided you follow every single step in their blueprint, if you fail 5 in a row, and it doesn't have to be 100K, they suggest 100K, you can take 5 10Ks if you want. You can start low and then build your way up, but if you take 5 in a row and you've stuck to everything they tell you and you lose all 5, they will refund you not only the 3,000, but they will also refund you the amount you put into the challenges. So that was the reason I went in. I followed everything. I passed my second challenge. I was very unfortunate to not pass the first. It was one of those things that with the drawdown, it was like literally $50 over, and there was, you know, it was just, it's one of those scenarios that I was told that, you know, happens like once in a blue moon. Unfortunately, it happened for me, but I was close to passing the first one. So passed the second, and that's the one I'm still making money off. I actually passed the third, but then lost it before I made anything from it. That happens sometimes, and I think I failed the fourth, and I'm now looking at starting the fifth. So I haven't even taken all 5 yet. So what I wanted to explain, once you have paid for your Blue Edge Financial subscription, you've got your licenses, they tell you how to set everything up, they walk you through everything. Their support is amazing. Then you sign up for your prop firm, and then you tie that in, you select the set file you want to use, and then you basically just let the EA, let TitanX do its thing. You don't interfere. That's the whole point. Do not interfere. So what I've done is, based on all the results over the last 2 years, basically I've gone all the way back to 2021, because I was actually so that the top set file that they have had like an 88, almost 90% success rate in 2022. 2021, I think it was only about a 64% success rate. So I wanted to check how well you could do, considering it was not as good a year. So here are the options, guys. I want to show you. Actually, I've already got it open. Let me just close this. Okay, so option number 1 is less aggressive, where you're only trading 1 account at a time, And when you've got that account, you're going for the full 10K target, right? So it's less aggressive in the sense of the number of accounts you're running at the same time. You only have one running at a time. So basically how I set this up is I would say start challenge, pass challenge, and this is all info based on a back test that was done by themselves, and it's legit information. The data is good. I've tested the same data and get the exact same results as them, so I know this data is legit. Pass challenge, okay, so start the phase 2, pass phase 2, start live. So end of that month I would have spent $500, and this is what I do every single month. Okay, I lost the live, I didn't make any money. Okay, then I would have started the next one, start phase 2. So again, $500. End of Feb, I've lost $1,000. March, we pass challenge 2 and we start our live. No money spent, no money made. Okay, April, we hit our target. We get $8,000 back for our 80% profit split, because we got 10K. And then the 500 is the amount you get back when you actually get your first payout on an account. You get refunded that $500. So month, oh, and then again start live 2, and the very next week we hit our target again, so 8,000. Now we're not getting the 500 because you can only get that 500 refund once. So this is the same account. We hit target twice in 1 month. Okay, so our profit for that month, 16,500. Now all of a sudden that $1,000 you've put in and the 3,000 for the thing, you've made that back plus some. Okay, so I do this for the whole year. You can see every single month. We lose the live there, we start the next one. So it's only one account running at a time. Get all the way to November, and December. At the end of December, obviously we don't trade in December, we try not to, so there's nothing there, no profit, no loss, and we ended up getting $30,000 for the year profit, and that's after the amount you spent. So that is the first option, right? Where you only have one account running at a time and you're looking for that full 10K. This one is multi, where you're running multiple accounts, right? So essentially looking at getting all 5 running at the same time if possible, and you're only looking for $2,500 target, right? So let's see how that would have played out. Same year, same set file. Okay, so we would have had blah blah blah, same $1,000, because look, so now we started week 1, we started with a challenge. Week 2, we started with another one. So we're now starting 2 challenges at the same time. So we've lost $1,000. Okay, February, we now starting our 3rd after we've lost 1, and we are $1,500 gone again. We've taken an extra 3 challenges. Okay, so nothing there. But now in March, suddenly we get our first payouts. We get a payout over there, so we end up with $2,200 profit. We've now covered our loss. Haven't quite made back that 3,000 yet. Let's see, April, we hit target, hit target, hit target, hit target. We end up closing that month with $12,800 profit, so pretty good. We then, at this point, we are now starting to, you know, the accounts are all rolling and we're making some money. $8,100 profit. June, 8,600 profit. July, 9,600 profit. So this now, as you can see, after you've gone those first couple of weeks and you've got to that rolling effect, you're now making money, and it's consistent, 12,300. And this is only looking for that 2,500 target. And the interesting thing with that 2.5 target, with a back test from 2001 till present, it's actually never lost an account. So 100% success rate on that. So we get to December, and we actually started one in there, which I would not normally do, but I had the account, so I might as well just do it. So we ended up making 77,700 for that year, and we're still holding on to 2 live accounts going into the new year. So that's pretty amazing, and that's only looking for $2,500 but running multiple accounts. Okay, another option we had was less aggro, multiple accounts, 2.5, but with a level up. What I mean by a level up is the second you have your second funded account, you then bring those 2 together, because the prop firms allow you to put 2 together, and now suddenly you have a 200K account. So let's see how that plays out. So January, same thing, start. We actually started a 3rd one now, so a little bit more aggressive. February, how did that look? We actually ended up hitting our target on one of them, because before we only took 2 at a time, now we're looking at 3. So we hit our first target. So February already, we're making some money. March, we are making some money. Now in April, the interesting thing here is we are merging 3 and 4. Actually, where was it? In February. Merge. So at this point, we are merging account. So I think this is meant to be merge and start. So we are merging our accounts. Our first and our second past accounts. Our 2 funded, we're merging. We now have a 200K account, okay? So, March. We're starting our third. Starting our fourth is running. And at this point, we're hitting our target on one of them. And we are then... okay, here we go. Our live 1 and 2 target hit. 4,500 because one of them hadn't actually got their 500 back yet. So at this point, we're making $4,000 every time. One of our things there hit target as well, and we're making 7,000 there. So this is what I mean leveling up, and you can go one level up is going to 200K. So essentially, you can, instead of having 500K accounts trading and looking for the 2.5%, you can have essentially get to 5 200Ks looking for that 2.5%. So look at this: May 19K, June 4K, July 16K, August 12K. So at this point we have 2 and 3 together, we have 1 and 2 together, and we have 5 and 6. So we have 3 accounts all trading 200K balances. So we have 3 $200,000 accounts all trading, looking for that 2.5%, which based on our back-tested data has never lost an account. So, you know, we have that kind of peace of mind running that set file. So we go all the way to December. Let's see how we end this year. 92,500. So by far the most effective one so far. And this was actually 2022. So 2022 was actually a better year. So we shouldn't really be looking at that. But it gives you an idea. Now this one was multi, looking for 4K. 4K is a little bit more aggressive, so on a bad year you might not do as well. That was 77,000, not bad at all. And then this one was max aggressive, multi accounts, all looking for 10K. This one you got to 81. So this one does end up paying you the most out of all of them, but it is by far the most stressful. Because you could technically go a run of 3 or 4 months where you're losing before you get your big payout. So I've seen doing this form of aggressive trading where you are essentially spending $5,000–6,000 on challenges before you've actually made any money. So, you know, if you can do that, then fine, do that. But for me, I am really liking this one, the less aggressive with leveling up. Or the other option would be the multi 2.5K or even multi 4K. So those are different ways you can play it. So this is the thing, is once you've passed your account, you can decide, I'm going to go super aggro, I'm going to look for that 10%, or you can play it more passive and just, you know, let it run that way. So I hope that answers the question about, you know, what prop farming is. Essentially, prop farming is a means of, you know, passing and also making money from prop firms by using an EA. They give you everything you need to do. You just need to sign up and they will walk you through it. As long as you follow their blueprint, you can't really lose money. I think your number one goal is to make your investment back, and at that point anything after that is pure profit. I've made my investment back, and anything now is pure profit. I'm now pushing a little bit more aggressively. I've started my second 100K now, and I am going to be looking to do the option where I am passing. As soon as I pass, I set it up for the 2.5K. As soon as I make that, and as soon as I have 2 accounts trading, I will put them together. 200K, looking for 2.5K. If I get another 200K account, put those together, we have 2 200K, and I can essentially then put those together and have 1 400K. The end goal for me is to try and get 5 funded accounts of 400K. Now you imagine if just one of those is getting you on average 2.5% every month. So from one you're getting what? It would be 40, 20, 10. I think it's about $10,000. $8,000 once you've got your money back. you have 5 of those running 40k. You can essentially make 40k a month fairly passively, and sometimes those are hitting that twice in a month. So 40 to 80k a month potential. So that's the goal. That's kind of what I'm going to be pushing to. I would love to get to the end of this year with, I would say, if possible, 2 to 3 200k accounts. That is my goal. If we can get to that, I will be super happy. And then at the same time, just trying to grow my live account.